think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you're going to have to earn it.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Brunswick High School, home of the Railroaders, for some exciting Friday Night Lights football. That's right. Walkersville Lions are here at Brunswick. It's senior night. Brunswick seniors are being introduced right now as we speak. It's a beautiful, crisp, early fall evening. The temperatures are plummeting as the sun sets down over the west, and we're expecting some really good high school football here tonight. We were able to catch up with head coach of Brunswick, Nick Rhodes, earlier. Here's his pregame interview. Coach Nick Rhodes in his first year coaching the Railroaders football team.
We are here with Coach Rhodes, head coach of the Brunswick Railroaders. Coach, how you doing?
Oh, I'm great, sir. Thank you.
Hey, Coach, it's your first year. It's been probably an exciting journey for you. Let me ask you a little bit about your background. You graduated from Boonesboro in 2015, is that correct?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, and you played tight end and outside linebacker for the Warriors?
Yes, sir, I did, under Coach Anders.
Yeah, Clayton Anders, right. Okay. You also coached as defensive coordinator for Mark Wadle, right?
Yes, sir, yeah. And I started as a special teams coach, and then I kind of worked into being a defensive coordinator. I was always kind of a position coach for various things, helped out with, basically every position you can imagine. But yeah, that was kind of my big role with special teams and defensive coordinator.
Okay. How did you go about applying for the job at Brunswick? Was that a difficult process for you?
It actually was a pretty smooth thing. It's one thing, I've never done it before, and it definitely was a process. I went to a bunch of my former coaches, and, including Mark Wadle, and just kind of asked him, what's the best way to go about it, prepare. And they all helped me. Coach Wadle, he helped me a lot. Coach Urish, I coached under him as well. And they all helped me a lot. And, and the staff at Brunswick High School was great, too. It helped me through the process. I never did it before, so it was definitely different. But it was for the most part, pretty smooth. The interview itself was great. No real issues. I felt like I was prepared, and, it went pretty well.
So this was your first time ever applying for a head coach position?
Yep, first time ever.
And you didn't go after an easy one, did you? You walked into Brunswick in the middle of kind of a hornet's nest.
Yeah, it was definitely different. I teach at the middle school, so I kind of knew a lot of the kids. I knew some of the staff, and it was just, there's a lot of stuff going on. But,
Sure.
The second I saw that the opening happened, I was definitely interested. I kind of knew that it might, like during the season, I knew there was a possibility it would open up, and I was kind of hoping for it. There was a couple other jobs around, but Brunswick was the only one I was really interested in. It was, I know it was Catoctin and Pittsburgh and a couple others, but Brunswick was the one that it was either that one or.
Why Brunswick?
I teach there. I know the kids. I like the culture there. And it was just what I felt would be the best fit for me personally. And Brunswick's also very similar to Boonesboro in a lot of ways too. It's a small town.
Sure.
Kids, and everything. It's very similar. So I kind of wanted to redo that experience, that I had, and try to give that to the kids here at Brunswick.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between the two schools. So you taught at Brunswick prior to applying for the job?
Yeah, I taught at the middle school.
Okay, all right, which is right around the corner.
Yeah, right there. I could see the school from where I was. So it was a nice, easy thing. Like I said, I taught some of the kids and they were already on the team, so it was an easy transition when it comes to that.
So you knew the situation walking in, and you got the job. You come in. The Roaders are returning a majority of their defensive starters. There's a couple of players on the team. I know it was a difficult situation for you to come over into that locker room and stand in behind Jerry Smith, but several of the Brunswick players took note of when they played Boonesboro last year, their discipline and their toughness, and they liked it about you. What was the biggest surprise for you so far as you head towards the, you've only got really, 2 games left in your season, regular season?
Yeah, and the one thing, I didn't know how the kids are going to respond. New coach and a tough situation. But I will say the senior class was very open to what we were trying to do. Obviously the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, I want to have more time with them. But these seniors, you only got me for a couple months, and they were very open to what we were trying to do, trying to get more discipline, more structure, new system. And all the seniors have done an outstanding job. And I will say that that's a credit to them and their commitment to the team as a whole and the program. And there's been a lot of things that have happened, a lot of surprises,
Sure.
Good and bad. But I will tell you, that was a really bright spot that I've seen so far.
The unit allowed 18.5 points per game in 2024. This year, you're running at 11.7, so you've had some success on defense.
Yeah, absolutely, and I do think what we're trying to achieve is working. It just definitely takes time. One thing, I'm a history teacher, so I always tell people, Rome's not built in a day. And we're definitely still working to achieve it, but we're definitely having some positives. There's a lot of positives. We're really trying to get the offense going too, but just a little bit at a time. I tell the kids every week we're just focusing on the little things, like tackling, turnovers, limiting big plays, stuff like that.
Yeah, and you graduated a couple of good ones in Ethan Houck and Geno. So, you walked into a situation where you had to really knew coming in you were in a rebuild year.
Yeah, and I knew that it was definitely, it's tough to go behind, fill the shoes of an Ethan Houck, that class. I had to play him twice, as the coordinator against him twice. And,
sure.
Ethan kept me awake at night, a lot. Playing him, so losing those pieces is huge. But I still believe firmly that the pieces that we have in Brunswick are really good, and we're just trying to make the best of it. Because the biggest thing is just new system. It just takes time. We're playing a lot of schools that they've had coaching staff together for years. Some of them decades. That's why I try to get to the kids that hey, like this, we're getting there. It just takes time.
Sure.
And they're all, like I said, they're all buying in. And I will say we've made dramatic and from the start, really the off season, when I took over in February, March-ish, and until now, these kids they're not even close to the same kids. Bigger, stronger, faster.
Let's talk about Friday night. Last year it all started to unravel during the Walkersville game with Coach Smith, a big win over Walkersville. Have you talked to the team about staying disciplined in this game against Walkersville and not settling any old scores?
Absolutely. That's one thing I tell kids every year it's different, right? Every team's different. Kids grow, you lose some kids, you get some new kids, right? It's always different. I wasn't here last year, but I do remember that game, and it was a pretty big deal. But I tell the kids it's a different year. You just got to focus on your jobs, focus on assignments and execution. We can't. Don't look in the past because that's the past. You got to look towards the future.
I was going back and looking through the history of Brunswick, and I realized that we broadcast the game at Dunbar in 2010, the playoff game when Brunswick went all the way to Dunbar in downtown Baltimore to play in the playoffs on it. I believe it was a state semi. Let me just put it to you this way. Brunswick football is kind of a roller coaster ride. It has always been traditionally, and that's true of any small school. What's the key to building a solid football team that competes year to year in a small school like Brunswick?
The big thing is, I've had the benefit of being in a small school like Brunswick at Boonesboro. The one thing that I learned from Coach Anders and Coach Wadle and all the head coaches that have been there is you got to have structure. That's one thing I'm really trying to put into these kids is structure and a solid system. It's got to be the same thing every year. They got to be in the weight room, conditioning, right? And just try to build the culture of hard work. You can get that culture, that mindset of you're going to outwork your opponent, then the rest is easy. The kids will naturally get the plays, the assignments, all that will naturally come into it. But if you don't have a worker's mindset, you'll never have it. That's why I'm trying to get that is the big thing, just having that work outwork your opponent mindset. That's everything.
Well, speaking of the seniors, it's senior night at Brunswick. You're going to be looking at some of these kids who are going to leave you this year. What do you think the key is against Walkersville? What should the fans look for in this game against Walkersville?
Yeah, the big thing we got to do in this game is really got to stop their run. They have a really good rushing attack. They got a lot of good athletes. They are a very solid group of kids on the other side. And that's what we got to tell the kids. We got to focus on stopping the run and not give up any big plays. And we got to tackle. If we can do those three things, I think we'll be just fine.
Excellent. Well, Coach, I appreciate your time, and I wish you all the best Friday night. You obviously getting started in your first year, building a pretty good program down there, and Brunswick deserves the best because those kids work hard and they always show up. So good luck to you. I'll meet you out on the field, come out and introduce myself and meet you out on the field, and I look forward to a really great game broadcasting for you on the radio.
Yeah, sounds good. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
All aboard!
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. That's 800-328-4046.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Brunswick High School, both team captains are marching out to the middle of the field with the officials, ready for the coin toss here. The opening kickoff just a few moments away. The color guard coming off the field, beautiful rendition of Star Spangled Banner by the Brunswick Railroaders High School Band, and we're ready, Coach, for some exciting high school football on a Friday night.
Yep, starting to feel like football weather out here this evening. About 55 degrees, a little bit of chill in the air. But beautiful evening out here. Brunswick, always a great setting for high school football.
Absolutely, and these two teams coming in here, Brunswick looking for a home win on senior night. 3 games on the road and all of them L's. Last time they were here, they beat Smithsburg, which is that's pretty good because we saw Smithsburg play last week, and that's a good football team.
That's a solid win. They had some tough games. You know, Brunswick has their record 1-6, not what they're used to, not what first-year head coach Nick Rhodes probably would like at this stage, but you know, they're still here, they're still showing up. He says there's no quit in his young men. We don't expect any tonight against this stronger opponent in the Walkersville Lions.
No, we don't, and Coach Rhodes said the key to winning this game for his team is to stop Colton Amarillo. Well, guess what? Owen Brooks can throw the ball, too. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season. That's almost an average of 1 a game.
Yeah, we've seen Walkersville play a couple times. We do know they have a strong running attack, but if you load the box up, there's plenty of receivers on the outside for Owen Brooks to find. And Owen himself is a good scrambling quarterback, has made it through so far this season. He missed about a half of football in the game in that one that we watched, but he is a solid athlete playing quarterback. A lot of weapons on the outside, a lot of speed in this Walkersville lineup.
So the Railroaders have got the ball. They will kick off left to right on your radio dial. Walkersville Lions will receive the opening kickoff here as we are moments away from getting this one underneath. The game, week 8 here at Brunswick High School. And there's the run-up and the kick.
A little placement kick. Walkersville's number 19 on the return.
Driven out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Number 15, Bryce Holly.
Bryce Holly on the return there.
Made the stop for the Railroaders. The Lions will take over.
So Brunswick did win the toss, chose to defer. We'll see if that is a good decision or not. You know, I think when you're a struggling football team, you take the ball first. You don't give the other team the opportunity to score first if you're trying to pull off the upset.
I agree. This is not the NFL. I always want the ball on offense. I formation, deep back straight ahead, ISO. Give him 6 yards on the carry.
Keep an eye on this Walkersville line. I know there's a little shake-up. Starting center Braden Mitchell is not in uniform tonight. And number 69, the usual right tackle, Gavin Rakestraw, has moved to center. Alex Bernardoni steps in, junior 220-pound right tackle. Fullback trap. Brunswick read that one. No gain. Sets up a 3rd and 5 for the Lions at the 45.
And sure enough, Brunswick's got 8 in the box.
We'll see if Coach doesn't get Owen on the edge.
Yep, running a 4-3 now, 2 deep covered.
Yep. Just
Looks
dropped
incomplete.
Yep. Little timing pattern out. Ball's a little low. Coach Thompson's sending the punting team in, so Coach Rhodes with the correct decision to defer.
Mm-hmm. And a 3 and out proves it.
Yep. And got to keep an eye on the punter, though. It's Colton Amaral, their number 1 receiver. Quick snap. Solid punt. And a friendly roll for the visitors. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Brunswick start their first drive of the evening.
So here come the Railroaders out onto the field, led by quarterback Brady Wren. He is a senior, 5'11", 147 pounds.
Yeah, big thing for Brunswick is, can they get the running game going and can they protect their quarterback? Walkersville is a sack machine on defense. They run those defensive ends off the edge, blitz linebackers. They show up here in a 5-man defensive front, basically 8 in the box. And a little movement, nothing called. Brunswick stuffed in the backfield. Leading rusher Baffo gets the first carry. Loss of 1 on the play, brings up 2nd and 11. So Brunswick looks to the sidelines. There's 2 charts over there, or they have a picture and a number. One of them's live, one of them's fake, and that's their play call. A little trap up the middle. Good push by the offensive line. Five-yard gain on the play. Mitko on the carry. Brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Rotors.
It's 3rd and 6 for the Railroaders.
Ian Barr on the tackle. Shotgun formation. Short motion. And off the edge quickly, Max Berth with the sack. That's Max's 6th sack on the year. And just as I mentioned before they started their drive, they have to contain these defensive ends for Walkersville, who just really get after the quarterback. Loss of 8 on the play. Cole Hoffman set to punt. Walkersville goes after it. Short punt, a nice roll, and out of bounds. Walkersville starts their second drive at their own 45-yard line. So trade of punts and field position remains about the same. First series, Walkersville was under center with quarterback Owen Brooks in an I formation, and they are again. Are we having video trouble, Michael?
Yeah.
Should we? So hang with us. Amaral and Brunswick's all over that again.
He stacks up at the line.
Credit Mason Berry on the early hit.
Number 57, Mason Berry, and number 54.
All right, those problems been resolved with the video.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 line.
Again, they come out in double tight I formation, 1 wide receiver. Looking to get to the edge, and Colton clean around the edge, and a flag comes in. We're going to have a holding penalty at the point of attack. That run will come back.
That's a shame. That was a good-looking play.
Part of the reason it was a good-looking play is because the tight end tackled the defensive end to get him around the edge. I was a little surprised that the referee right here in front of the ball didn't throw his flag. Came from the field judge. Yep, so the 10-yard walk-off from the previous spot. 2nd and 20. Walkersville now brings in their wide receiver package. Owen Brooks will be in a short shotgun. 4-man rush. Quick out. Bobbled by the receiver, and he avoids the first tackler and then slips. Bryce Holly with the catch and run. Sets up a 3rd and 13 for the Lions. Coach Rhodes has to be happy so far with his defensive effort.
Gain of 7, 3rd and 13.
Talked about needed to stop the run. Check. Take away the big play. So far, check. Walkersville comes out, slot left, shotgun formation. A design quarterback roll, setting up the blocks. Owen pushed out of bounds short of midfield. So we have a 4th and 6.
He's to be taken down by number 9, Austin Del Vaso.
And it looks like the offense is staying on the field. Big situation here for the Brunswick defense. They can turn over the Lions on downs. Be a big morale boost. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right. Down the sidelines, a little underthrown.
Oh,
and they can't bring it in.
he had to turn around to that back shoulder and try to bring it in.
Yep.
It was intended for Bryce
And it just wasn't able to make the connection, so
10 at the Walkersville 49.
big stop for the Railroaders, Coach.
Big stop, big morale boost. They can generate a first down or 2. Even if they can't get all the way to the end zone, a punt would really pin the Lions deep, as we're 6:51 to play in the first quarter, still no score. Brunswick comes out and shift to a power left formation, and they run off tackle left.
Yeah, but nothing there. They backside pressure. The pursuit closed the door quickly, and I believe they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, Mitko off the left side. Defensive front there stuffs that play, and we have an injured rotor down.
Second and 10. Injury timeout.
Stoppage in play, an injury timeout.
We'll step aside for an injury timeout. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
At Thermont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thermont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thermont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small-town charm will take you back to simpler times. Thermont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home at Thermont Country Kitchen. Thermont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics on the radio.
All right, the injured player's up and being helped off the field. Looks like it might be a lower leg injury.
Yep. He's limping a little bit, but not so bad. We wish the best for Ryan Mitko. Get back in the action. Brunswick again with the big package of big guy in at fullback. Looks like Lane Riggleman in the backfield as the fullback. Shotgun snap to quarterback Brady Wren. He bobbles it a bit, misses the handoff, and just follows the running back through the hole.
Well, that shotgun snap hit him right about kneecap high.
Yeah, he didn't handle that well. Blew up the timing. Gain of 3 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7 for the Railroaders. We'll see if first pass attempt for Brunswick resulted in a sack. See if they can protect Brady Wren this time. Walker's feeling man-to-man situation. Roll out to the right. Wren's looking for somebody. Last-minute toss. Good coverage. Colton Almorel rolls up. Tackle Galvazo for a short gain of 1, and quickly Coach Rhodes sends in the punting team in an effort to pin the Lions deep.
Well, that's a good decision by Wren, though, because he got a defender had an arm on him in the backfield, and he dumped it out to his check down, and he got a little positive yards out of it with what looked like it was going to be a loss. So a battle of field position here early on in the first quarter, Coach, with no score.
Yep, neither team has yet to complete a pass. 2 drives each. Short punt hits the turf, high bounce. Messiah Martin looking to return. Messiah's got the edge, got the speed. Nice effort.
Yeah, last minute spin move got him a few extra 10 yards or so. Great return. That battle of field position looks like Walkersville won it with that return.
Yeah, just flipped it. Messiah Martin. Great blocking by these punt return teammates.
Touchdown saving tackle.
Touchdown saving tackle by the punter, Cole Hoffman. Mosiah Martin, he is a great returner. His kick returns 31 yards per and 2 touchdowns. This just add to that punt return. Hand off to Amaral and into the backfield quickly.
Good penetration. Number 68 lost his helmet on that one.
I think is that 68 or 60? Looks like Jordan Moore.
All right, number 60.
6'3", 296-pound junior.
Yep, that's him.
Wow, he flew into that backfield.
And actually not the biggest player on the team. They've got another player, Riggleman, who checks out and scales at 322.
Yeah, he was playing fullback last drive. Little
beautiful fake.
Brooks, a good running quarterback, picks his way, falls forward.
Yeah, Brooks with the read option pulls it in out of the halfback's stomach and takes off down the right side. Design play based on what the defense gave him.
Yep. Sets up a 3rd and 3 at the Railroaders' 31-yard line. Michael, I've been looking for one of the most dangerous players in the Walkersville lineup, number 0, Damian Grant. I have not seen him. We were not able to get a hold of Coach Thompson this week, so we didn't get an injury report or a personnel report. Goal line and quarterback sneak. Brooks. Oh my. Oh.
What happened?
Oh, the referee from the far side blew his whistle while the quarterback was still running, and they blew him dead, and Owen Brooks looked like he was pulling away from the tackle. Momentum from our angle, Michael, looked like was never stopped. But it moves the chains. First down Walkersville, now at the 28 of the Railroaders. That was a big call by that referee to blow the whistle. And really, he had no business doing it because
forward momentum hadn't stopped.
Yeah, the near side referee, who had the great angle of the play, did not stop the play.
Now early flag came out.
Now they're going to. How can that be a delay of game already?
It can't be. I believe the coach
timeout
might have called timeout. He wants to talk to the official about that last.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it though.
I know.
There's no review. There's no anything that they can do. It's just got to move on.
Yeah, he's out on the field and he's giving them what for right now. Coach Thompson.
And now they're bringing them back, so maybe they're not charging them with a timeout. Anyway.
2:44 to go in the first quarter, no score.
Walkersville threatening, 1st and 10 at the Railroader 28. Design quarterback run. Brooks stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
A little bit of a scuffle going on there. Brunswick pretty solid up the middle, Coach.
Yep.
Covering those A and B gaps nicely.
Short gain. 2nd and 8 for the line.
Short gain on the play. That time Brooks just faked it to Colton and then followed him up through. Used Colton as the extra blocker. Yeah, it looks to me as though Damian Grant is not in uniform, not participating tonight for one reason or the other. 2nd and 8. Little fake to Amaral, looking deep.
Got him! What a catch!
A 26-yard touchdown pass to Holly from Brooks.
And Holly was laid out on that one. Yep. Just focusing on the ball, brought it in. Had to eat some dirt.
Nice pass. Holly was able to get behind the secondary. Brooks found him in the end zone. The extra point by Colton Amaral is good.
All right, we'll step aside for break and be right back.
Crap.
Mic was open. All right, we're back. Oh, a squib kick bounces off the leg of the railroader. He picks it up and falls forward, but that was dangerous.
Yeah, I think the returner was actually looking to get out of the way because that ball was directing itself out of bounds, but it deflected off his knee. He alertly covered it quickly, sets up the Railroaders at the 30-yard line. So, Michael, another player I noticed from Walkersville, freshman Taylor Patton, has not participated yet, and I don't see him on the sidelines. So a few gentlemen not here. Ooh!
Yeah, the ooh from Coach, for those of you that are not watching the video, is because the defense sliced into the backfield and just tackled him for a 4-yard loss.
Yep. Colton Amaral, quarterback, rolled up. I think he's playing like a strong safety, Colton, because he moves with the receivers. Now this time he's 8 yards off the line of scrimmage in a safety position. Shotgun formation, Wren takes the snap, takes a quick pitch.
Nice run.
And that's number 23, Riley Micko, back into the game and the lineup.
Was he coming off the counter, or was that straight ahead?
They faked the quick pitch. He was the back just off the left shoulder of the quarterback, a little counter step, and then straight up where the middle linebacker had vacated because of the pitch wide fake.
And it was all set up by the motion. Again, watch the motion for Brunswick. It'll clue you in to where they're headed.
Third and a long 3 for the Railroaders. Big down for the offense. There's a counter action.
Counter the other way, yep. Not much. No, he lost yardage.
Yep. Walkersville's Nick Howard there to wrestle him down for a loss.
That's the end of the first quarter.
28, Nick Howard was there for the stop. It'll bring up 4th down for the Railroaders, and we've reached the end of the first quarter.
So what do you think they'll do? You think they'll go ahead and kick it away?
They're punting the football. They can't go for it in this position.
We'll change into the fields and be right back.
Brunswick High School has partnered with the American Cancer Society to crush
locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, we are back live here. Change ends of the field. The punting unit's on the field.
And Walkersville is staying in their two deep shell defense. So they're going to let the punt go.
All right.
Cole Hoffman set to punt for the Railroaders. So they have a little hesitation here. Tell a neat story. Young man from Brunswick, Shane Weingard, started the season with the team, was honored tonight in senior night, and actually made it to the field and is on the sidelines. The young man had brain surgery a few weeks back.
Oh my goodness.
So we wish him all the best. And great to see him out and about.
Indeed.
I don't know if we're got a TV timeout here or what. Michael, did you tell him
TV
already?
timeout.
Oh, they're winding the minute and a half off for the quarter. I guess they can't reset the clock.
Oh, okay. It's a scoreboard issue. All right.
Yeah, just turn it off and
right.
put 12 minutes on it. What the heck you talking
Might not
about?
be that simple.
Oh, it is.
And that's
All right, we're there.
2 minutes, and we want to thank everybody.
You were able to watch that one on the video there. I had to focus on the screen the whole time. So
Now let's get back to the action.
Brunswick set to punt in that 3rd and 4 situation. Walkersville keeping their defense on the field. Short punt. And down at the 36-37 yard line. Walkersville, their first time with the ball here in the second quarter. 11:52 to play. 7-0 visitors. And like I said, they're clearly without a few of their weapons. Holly, who received that touchdown pass, not on their leaderboard as one of their top receivers, stepping in when needed.
we'll get a update at halftime to see if we can figure out where those players are and let our fans know.
Walkersville comes out in shotgun formation. Amaral to the left, and fake, and Brooks makes a defender miss. It's a foot race, and he's going to win it. 62 yards, a 62-yard touchdown run by quarterback Owens. Little read option. The linebackers all went with Colton Amaral, and Owen went right through the vacated area.
It was a good fake. I mean, he has really improved in his way he's handled the quarterback position this year, especially with his read options and making sure he sells.
Amaral, the extra point is good. 14-0 Walkersville.
We'll step aside for a break and be right back after this message.
Service at a fair price. Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
All right, we're back. The ball is teed up on the 40. Walkersville with the second score of the game, ready to kick off left to right to the Railroaders.
A little onside kick. Yeah, I don't think Colton meant for that to go that short, number 55, but the nice catch, Cameron Brown, then quickly to the ground. Sets the Brunswick up at their own 47-yard line. Great field position. And see if Coach doesn't open things up here on first down.
Well, down 2 scores, you really sort of have to. I mean,
the running game has not produced much. It had one solid play, 8-yard run by Mitko.
And the passing game's had a little action in the backfield with the defense. So
you got to throw when Walkersville's not expecting it.
Good. Yes, that's right.
And there it is.
Oh, drop the slant.
Unable. Quick ball fake, and then the quick to Buffo, who was at the wingback position, just not able to bring it in.
The throw just a little low and too much zip on it.
Yeah.
If you just throw a little touch on it, that thing's going for some yardage.
Well, back in the day, you don't touch that one. That has to be thrown quickly to get to the receiver before the linebackers can slip out from the middle. 2nd and 10 for the Rotors.
Motion toss. Penalty on the play. They're going for the halfback option. It's going to be picked, and he drops it.
Halfback pass falls incomplete.
But I don't think it would have mattered anyway.
Yeah, well, see if that wasn't defense lined up all sides.
Yeah, the call is preliminaries against Railroaders. Here's the official call.
And they try a little trickery there, a halfback pass. The lone wide receiver was defended well. 2 Walkersville Lions defensive backs.
Motion. Illegal motion is the call. 5-yard penalty.
We'll repeat 2nd down.
Yep. 2nd and 15 for the Rotors.
It'll be 2nd and 15 for Brunswick.
So I believe you had 2 backs in motion on that one, which is what drew the flag. Same play, but this time he doesn't stop and pass it. He just rolls around.
Looked like Del Vaso on the run. Lions do a good job of stretching it out.
So I think they were anticipating that the Walkersville would think they were going with the same thing, and then the corner and safeties would drop.
But, Michael, I didn't see a split end running down that far sideline, did you?
No.
Joshua Jenkins was there for the Lions.
So it was the same action, but instead of a halfback option, it was a run play. And Walkersville, with their team speed, just stretched that out to the sidelines. No gain. Shotgun formation again. Straight drop. Oh, wide open on the out. Amaral closed.
The ball came out
and took it away.
Walkersville took it. Stripped it right out of his hands.
So free safety Colton Amaral closed in on the receiver and on the tackle just took the ball away from the Brunswick receiver.
And the reason he was able to do that was because the receiver was trying to fight for that first down yardage, tried the spin move, and that played in perfectly into the strip.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and 10 Lions.
Sets Walkersville up at their own 46-yard line, 10:30 to play here in the 2nd quarter. And again, Owen Brooks with the read option pulls it.
I don't know what he was reading, but I'd have left it in there. Number 1 came off clean around the left side.
A linebacker. He's not even watching what Colton might run into.
He's keying on the linebacker. You're right.
And if he sees that linebacker fly,
I would have
backside defense is actually what got Owen there as he got to the 2nd level.
Right.
Timing pattern on the out. Mosiah Martin moves the sticks. pushed out of bounds at the Brunswick 34-yard line.
He's stopped by Carter Metz. It's enough for a first down.
That play, especially in high school football, unless you are really on top of that wide receiver, if the timing's right and the ball is accurate, it's almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
Providing coverage there was Carter Metz for Brunswick. Just Amaral this time, and Amaral got handed off around the edge. Good downfield blocking down the far sidelines. We have a late flag.
Touchdown Lions. That's Amaral. There is a flag. We'll check the penalty.
We have a late flag as Colton was about to 10. The flag came out at the 20. Discussion amongst 3 referees.
Make it 4
now.
now. 4. And it is a zebra huddle.
And Owen Brooks kind of trying to listen in a little bit. Okay.
This one might get waved off. They're pointing to the sideline. Maybe he went out and came back in. Here we go.
No flag.
I told you. I called it.
So a 35-yard touchdown run by Colton Amaral around the left side. Good supporting blocks by the wide receiver.
Yeah, anytime you see that kind of huddle, that means somebody's questioning whether that flag should have gotten thrown.
Yeah, I think 2 out of 3 refs were saying, that's not what we saw. So Amaral the hold from ambush, and the kick is good.
There you have
nothing Walkersville with 9:36 to play here in the second quarter.
Center of Life Chiropractic has moved. That's right. Dr. John and his team have moved out behind his old office to the new office on 103 Park Avenue in Thurmont. You can still park in the back lot and walk across Park Avenue to his office. Center of Life Chiropractic is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. To check out their schedule, go to centeroflife.us. Once again, that's centeroflife.us. Back pain, neck pain, rehab, and more. Dr. John is the best there is. Stop by Center of Life Chiropractic and get an adjustment to your life today.
Stop watching the cheerleaders, Michael. You scare me every time you do that.
Sorry about that.
Colton Amaral, the short kick, and it bounces between the legs of the Brunswick returner.
Walkersville ball. There's the signal.
Number 6. Yes, number 6, Daniel Gilroy alertly covers that ball. So normal kicker Nathan Ramsey, I'm going to speculate he's at a soccer game tonight. He also plays soccer. That's his primary sport. So Colton is the reserve kicker. He does those placement kicks. That one hit the ground between the railroader returner, Gilroy, there to get it and set up the Lions at the railroader 30-yard line. Again, the read option. They give it this time to Amaral.
Yeah. Brunswick sniffed that one out.
Great play.
Guyton in the backfield to make the stop.
Going to the well too many times, Coach.
2nd and 11, Walkersville.
Well, they're going to run that all night. Ben Guyton from his defensive linebacker position makes the play in the backfield. Also one on the play. Tight end Max Berth. They don't go to him often, but the way Brunswick's playing defense, look for maybe a little play action to that young man. There's that timing pattern. Oh! Wow. What a play.
Who came down with it?
Messiah Martin reached up with one hand. Didn't catch it cleanly. It kind of bobbled up in the air. He went back up after it. Brought it in. Sets up a third and manageable 3 yards for Walkersville at the Brunswick 23-yard line.
Third and 4 for the Lions.
Quarterback under center now this time. Double tight I formation. 8 in the box. And there's the naked bootleg. Brooks with his speed gets the edge. Hesitation move and into the end zone. Wow. 23-yard touchdown run.
What a great call.
Yep. Saw that all the way. They set up that I formation.
Everybody in the house thought they were going straight ISO right,
which they had done like the first 2 drives. And then Brooks pulled it and used his speed around the edge. 23-yard touchdown. Amaral, the kick low.
Oh, it hit the crossbar, but it went in.
Point is good.
Okay. It hit something behind
the crossbar.
Had to, because if it doesn't go,
it went in and out. Yeah, I know, you're right.
Over,
I'm like,
but the kick is good.
It hit something. We're not sure what.
28-0 Walkersville.
A lot of fun.
I want to tell you about a hidden gem on the Golden Mile in Frederick, Bargain Bin. Bargain Bin is located on Waverly Drive off West Patrick Street behind the District 40 shopping mall. The name says it all. A bargain is when you pay less for something you usually pay more for. A bin is a large container with a bargain inside. Put the two together and you get Bargain Bin. Everything you need for less in an easy-to-find location. So what are you waiting for? Stop throwing your money away at those big box stores or online. Check out Bargain Bin today. Open 7 days a week. Bargain Bin.
All right, short placement kick.
Again.
Takes a one hop. There's a scramble for the ball. A pile. Let's see who gets it. Brunswick.
Yeah, and it's not an onside kick. It's a placement kick. Colton, he's making his extra points, but not with a lot of room to spare. So it's not like he's certainly not Ramsey, Nathan Ramsey, the kicker. So he's just trying to drop that into an open spot. Brunswick needs to react and cover that a little quicker, a little easier, make it easier on their fans.
Well, I think it was one of those cases of everybody thought everybody else had it.
Yeah.
Nobody said my ball. You know, it's like, you know, you got to yell mine, mine, mine.
Hey, out of town scoreboard, Linganore 21, Thomas Johnson nothing. Middletown over Catoctin 28-0.
Oh, well, we've got some good first half scores going on here and a lot of goose eggs.
Good run by Brunswick off the right side. Picks up the first down.
11-yard carry. Mark it right at the midfield stripe.
Buffo on the carry.
Number 5, Ian Barr made the stop for the Lions.
Linebacker Ian Barr with the tackle after the 11-yard gain.
Double wing.
Yep.
Little slot screen to the right side. Nothing doing. Oh, he makes something out of nothing with. Oh, he's still on his feet and driving. Wow, that was a great second effort, third effort run.
Zion Gary, 5'9", 157-pound freshman, really making Walkersville work to pull him down. Gain of 8 on the play. And that was just a quick pitch and catch solo to the wide receiver.
Wren checks his wristband.
Yeah. Coach Rhodes brought this offense of style from Boonesboro.
Quick hitter up the middle. Still on his feet, busting the second level. Another 11-yard gain, Coach.
Actually, more. Maybe more like 21-yard gain. All the way down to the 25-yard line. Mitko, he exploded through there into the second level.
Well, the key to that play was the motion to the left side. It looked like it was developing as a sweep, but the quarterback turned around a quick little belly play as the back straight up the middle on the dive, and he just busted through clean.
Ooh, the big guy gets one.
Riggleman?
Yep.
That's Lane Riggleman, the ball carrier for the Railroaders. He picks up about 3.
He's listed as offensive lineman, defensive lineman at 5'9", 322. The
Yikes.
senior, I don't know if that's a senior night run or we're going to see more of that.
For the Lions, 2nd and 7 for the Railroaders.
There's the inside counter action.
Austin Del Vazo on the carry for the Railroaders.
Del Vazo on the carry. Brandon Cheney on the tackle.
Brandon Cheney.
3rd and 4 for the Railroaders. I'm sure they're in 4-down territory.
He just joined us, 5:36 to go in that first half. Walkersville has jumped out to a 28-0 lead here.
But Brunswick threatening their most productive drive of the evening. 3rd and 2. And there's Baffo, and they missed a handoff, so quarterback keeps it, and he finds enough running room.
I think he got it.
Yep.
Yep, they're moving the chains. So a first down on a busted play, sometimes you just got to get lucky.
Yep. Well, that's about 2 or 3 times tonight, but quarterback Brady Wren he does the right thing. He follows the running back through what would have been the whole design play. Short motion again to the left. This time a little trap play. Off tackle, Mitko making people miss. Down to the 4-yard line.
And that's 1st and goal, Coach.
1st and goal at the 4. Railroaders looking good. Good ground game this drive.
Yeah, good mix of
one short pass, but they're inside outside. See if Riggleman doesn't get a second carry here. And then we have a timeout. Brunswick.
On the field taken by Brunswick. Their first of the half.
You think they saw something they didn't like?
Yeah. Yep. Defensive formation with the play call, so he calls the timeout.
All right. We'll be right back. It's getting exciting. Don't go anywhere.
Sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
All right, here we go. 1st and goal from the 4 for Brunswick.
Baffo off the right side, and he's in standing up.
There it is, the train horn. So Brunswick erases that goose egg up there on the left side of the scoreboard.
Buffalo takes it in for the score.
Had it teed up for the extra point attempt, number 10.
Colin Arnold set for the extra point. Kick up, and it's a beautiful kick.
It's good.
And it's good.
All right. 28-7 with 4:08 to go in the first half. We'll be right back after this.
Nestled among the mountains of northern Frederick County. It is a collaboration of people who care about your well-being, both physically and emotionally. Massage, healing arts, aromatherapy, and yoga. Catoctin Mountain Massage can transform your daily life. Stressed out, chronic pain, injury, Catoctin Mountain Massage understands you and your needs. Catoctin Mountain Massage is looking for trained therapists in the healing arts. If you care about people like we do, we would love to have you join our team. Just contact us on our website, catoctinmountainmassage.com. That's Catoctin M.
So, Brunswick able to return the favor finally. A nice looking drive there, Coach.
Yep, solid drive. Great blocking at the point of attack. And the kick. Colton Amaral about to 15. Finds the seam, weaves his way up to the 36-yard line.
Gabriel on the return for the Lions.
Let's credit Caton Bodecker on the tackle for the Railroaders. So with 4:01 to play, Walkersville takes over. See if they can answer. Walkersville comes out, shotgun formation. Colton Amaral to the right of quarterback Brooks. Two wide receivers here to the near side. Quick timing out to Martin. And he's quickly wrapped up. Carter Metz there to make the play.
To Messiah Martin.
Short gain. Let's give them one on the play.
All right.
Two wide receivers this time.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. I think Brunswick got it.
So the play action resulted in a fumble.
No, Walkersville ball. Wow.
Must have wrestled it back.
Yeah, that ball came right out. Loss of 5 on that. What happened on that? Did you see?
It just, I think, a miscommunication on the play fake. A little discussion there with the Brunswicks saying, I covered it. And I initially thought the Railroaders covered it first, but
I did too.
Must have been a wrestling match underneath.
Yep.
Across the middle, tight end.
Got him. Oh. Well, he's dragging the tacklers.
Number 4, Max Burke.
And we have an extra whistle here. I did not see a flag come out.
I'm looking for some linen. I don't see it.
Timeout by Brunswick.
Quick timeout. 2:25 on the clock in the first half.
So it's 4th and 5. He's got to force Coach Thompson to make a decision.
I think you punt.
2:25 to play. Brunswick has one timeout.
You got a 3-score lead, 2:25 to play.
I would not be surprised if he does not punt.
Okay.
But it looks like personnel change, and they
Punting.
listen to you, Michael, and they're going to kick it away.
Punting units on the field. Of course, Colton Amaral is the punter, so that gives you a few options, doesn't it?
Yeah, and if you are somehow able to get Brunswick to jump into the neutral zone at 4th and 6. Let's see. Quick snap.
A little high snap.
The shortstop high in the air to pull that one in.
Yep.
Yeah. And the punt takes a friendly Walkersville roll inside the 30-yard line.
That could have been dangerous.
That's where Brunswick will take over 1st and 10.
I'm not sure actually why the Walkersville defender jumped in the way and stopped that one. Should have let it continue to roll.
Absolutely.
That was not Brunswick covering it. That was Walkersville.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10 for the Railroaders, who had just finished a great drive.
So let's see what kind of 2-minute drill Coach Rhodes has in the bag.
Walkersville, 5 men at the defensive line of scrimmage. Little handoff to the right side, and Mitko pops through again.
Mitko, the ball carrier for the Railroaders.
Short of a first down, the clock continues to run. 2nd and 1.
Going hurry up, trying to catch Walkersville off guard, but they take too long on the snap.
Mitko off the left side this time, and enough to move the chains. Railroaders first down at the 41-yard line. Clock stops while the chains get reset, and now it winds up. 1:55 to play. Brunswick still has 1 timeout to work with.
Straight drop, wants to pass.
And now scrambling, and goes.
I think he went down a little prematurely there.
Yeah, but you got to coach him up there. He needs to throw that away, not go down.
Exactly.
Because now the clock continues to run.
Well, he's a senior. You can't coach him up.
There's games left to be played, and plays yet to be made.
Too much time.
Timeout Walkersville.
Timeout Walkersville. All right. All right, we'll step aside and be right back during this timeout.
Together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, we're back with you live. Both teams out on the field. Railroaders ready to go, chomping at the bit.
2nd and 15, 1:17 to play here. 1 timeout to work with. Fly pattern, Mason ambush, tips it, and Ian tries to go for it, hits the ground. Ambush with a nice defensive play, tips it up. Ian Barr from his linebacker position, hustling deep, makes a diving effort. 3rd and 15 for the Railroaders.
No give up in the Brunswick team. Still trying. 2 receivers split wide right. Everybody checking their wristbands.
And
came out.
Colton Amaral separates Buffo from the ball. Drops 4th incomplete. 4th down on the incomplete pass. And Brunswick now will punt the ball back to Walkersville with 1:06 to play. Messiah Martin, the lone returner for the Lions. Cole Hoffman set to punt for Brunswick.
Nice snap.
Low line drive. Takes a friendly Brunswick bounce this time. And this makes it to the 20. So Walkersville, under a minute to play, 80 yards to pay dirt.
55 seconds on the clock in the first half. The Lions lead at 28-7.
I know the scoreboard has Walkersville with one timeout. I'm not sure they actually charged Walkersville with the timeout.
That one, back earlier. Right.
When they brought both teams back real quick.
That may be true.
Well, we'll see.
Spread formation, Coach.
Yep, trips to the far side. Oh, Brooks took off right away, somehow found his way out of bounds with a positive gain. He just took off. I'm not sure if that was designed.
It didn't look like
run because there was no hesitation.
It looked like a sort of a, everybody was covered.
2nd and 5, Lions.
Same formation.
Let's see if they give the receivers a chance to get downfield this time. And they do. Brooks looks for a way. Laid across the middle. Martin on the run. Full speed. Great hustle. Touchdown saving tackle.
Messiah Martin, a huge gain for the Lions.
Zion Gary.
Dragged down by
What a play by Brooks. He waited for the receiver to come open on the crossing pattern.
Yep. All the way from the far side, left side. Martin is the outside receiver. Great pass protection. And Brunswick uses their third timeout to get their defense set in this critical situation. So that play took a lot of time to develop. The Walkersville line gave Owen Brooks a lot of time to look on the money as Martin crossed deep.
And Brooks slid a little in the pocket to his right just to see the open lane in between the two zone defenders.
Yep. On the money, but credit Gary, big defensive play to keep Martin out of the end zone. They have first and goal at the 6. Brunswick now out of timeouts. Walkersville with at least one, so they can run the football. They've successfully gotten Owen Brooks around the edge a few times. See if they go to their power set. That's another young man I don't see for Walkersville is their big fullback.
Gonna pass.
Yep, Martin makes the play.
Touchdown, Walkersville.
Messiah Martin for a Walkersville touchdown.
Owen Brooks, again, it's that timing pattern. Martin down, drives the defender into the end zone, turns around, the ball's right there. Brooks' second passing touchdown to go with 2 rushing touchdowns. A big night for the Walkersville quarterback. And the extra point is good. Walkersville regains that 28-point lead.
And we'll step aside, be right back for the kickoff.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Contact Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
All right, the ball's teed up on the 40, and once again, Walkersville will kick off left to right on your radio dial.
Amaral set to kick. And a short placement kick. Bounces on the ground and quickly covered this time by the Railroaders.
Kick recovered by Ben Guyton right around the 39-yard line.
Ben Guyton covers it. So with 29.9 seconds to play, no timeouts. Let's see what Brunswick does with the football this time. Brunswick will receive the second half kickoff. Walkersville with 3 deep defenders already before the formation is even set for Brunswick.
Everything in front of you.
They wide receivers both sides, short motion, Mitko up the middle.
Give us to Riley Mitko. He moves the pile for about a yard.
Looks like they're going to take that one to the dressing room.
Yep. So 35-7 at halftime. Walkersville with a big 28-point explosion there in the second quarter to open this one up. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everyone eats at Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located just off Route 15 on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Stop by today and check out their mouth-watering chicken and waffles or one of their signature sandwiches piled high with fabulous fixins. And don't forget their legendary roasted chicken. Thurmont Country Kitchen. Let owners Rob and Sherry cook you a meal you won't soon forget. Thurmont Country Kitchen. We put the K in country because that's our style.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Brunswick High School, the Walkersville Lions enjoying a comfortable 35-7 lead. Coach, first possession for Walkersville, they were 3 and out.
Yep, first couple. After a really slow start, Walkersville scores a late first quarter touchdown on a nice pass play. Holly into the end zone from Brooks. And then big second quarter explosion by Walkersville. They run off 3 straight to take a 28-0 lead. Then Brunswick with clearly their best drive of the game. 1 pass play, about 10 running plays, and Baffo finds the end zone from 4 yards out. Then Walkersville takes a punt, takes control of the ball with just over a minute to play. Big pass play to Martin, gets him in scoring position, And on first and goal, Brooks finds Martin again in the end zone to stretch that lead to 28 points again, 35-7. Walkersville with the lead.
Number 7, Mosiah Martin, the junior wide receiver, clearly having a career night.
Yeah, and again, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but he is doing the work. They're missing a couple receivers. Not going to speculate why, but Martin's stepping in, coming up big tonight, and Brooks, being the accurate passer he is, continues that tonight, hitting him on the money. Owen comes into the game, 43 for 100, 776 yards and 6 touchdowns. Add 2 passing touchdowns tonight. And on the rushing ledger, Brooks came in with 7 rushing touchdowns, add 2 more tonight. So Owen Brooks having a big night, quarterback position for Walkersville.
And on the other side of the equation, Coach Nick takes his team to the dressing room, and I'm sure he's going to say to them, look, gentlemen, we moved the ball all the way down the field, and we scored on this team. We are capable of being in this game.
Yeah, and they do receive the second half kickoff. They are down by 28. If they come out and can get into the end zone on the first drive and then get a quick 3 and out, we could have ourselves a ball game. If they let Walkersville answer and continue to answer and give up those big plays in the pass game, it's going to be a long night for the Railroaders.
All right, well, we've got a long night to go here with another half of football to play and 11 minutes on the clock. We'll be back. We'll take a little halftime break here. We'll be back in just a few.
Is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States. Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. That's 800-328-4046.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
I want to tell you about a hidden gem on the Golden Mile in Frederick, Bargain Bin. Bargain Bin is located on Waverly Drive off West Patrick Street behind the District 40 shopping mall. The name says it all. A bargain is when you pay less for something you usually pay more for. A bin is a large container with a bargain inside. Put the two together and you get Bargain Bin. Everything you need for less in an easy-to-find location. So what are you waiting for? Stop throwing your money away at those big box stores or online. Check out Bargain Bin today. Open 7 days a week. Bargain Bin has the brands you love at a fraction of the price. You'll discover something new every time you go there. It's like stumbling over a gold mine on the Golden Mile. See what your friends are saying about Bargain Bin on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Bargain Bin, the secret is out. Shopping has never been easier, more fun, and more affordable. Bargain Bin is a proud sponsor of the Timinator mid-morning weekdays from 9 to noon.
WTHU 1450 AM. Thermont, Gettysburg. Streaming live at WTHUradio.com. Playing the best oldies on the planet. We are the station with $1 million song guarantee. You send us $1 million and
Here's another cool oldies 1450 reminder. Sunday, October 26th. Play Big Cash Bingo at the Vigilant Hose Company's Activities Building on Creamery Road in Emmitsburg at 1 p.m. To learn about this event and more, go to WTHUradio.com. At Cool Oldies 1450, we care about our community and you.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
Going on a cruise? Or have you always dreamt on going on the cruise vacation of your life? With dozens of cruise companies, who do you call to find the right vacation and deal for you? Now you can make one phone call and shop all the best deals on every single cruise line in the world. You can't get that by calling one cruise line. We have them all, with experts that know the ins and outs of every cruise ship and can tell you the best cruise for your vacation needs. Our cruise packages start at $149. Plus, we offer free internet, free guest packages, and cash back deals. So now is your chance to book the cruise of your lifetime. Call the cruise hotline right now and shop every single cruise line in the world. Here's the number. 800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. That's 800-514-9170.
Fox News, I'm Ted Lindner. President Trump posting on Truth Social Thursday night, all trade negotiations with Canada are hereby terminated. This after he says the Ronald Reagan Foundation announced that Canada had fraudulently used an advertisement which is fake, featuring former President Reagan speaking negatively about tariffs. The two sides had been in talks for weeks on a potential deal for the steel and aluminum sectors. The U.S. taking action, striking a ninth drug boat thought to be headed towards the U.S. Wednesday night. FBI Director Kash Patel.
Just look at what we've done in these 7-8 short months that we've been in charge here. We've seized 1,900 kilograms of fentanyl, enough to kill 125 million Americans. We've seized something like 50,000 kilos of cocaine. That's just the FBI.
The most recent strikes, the first two occurring in the Eastern Pacific, the previous 7 happening in the Caribbean. America's listening to Fox News.
Here's your local news for the Cool Oldies 1450 listening area.
Another illegal immigrant in our community has been arrested and charged with child pornography. 31-year-old Ricardo Hernandez Martinez is facing 3 counts of distribution of child pornography and 8 counts of solicitation of child pornography. Hernandez Martinez was caught sharing child abuse sexual material on Instagram and was arrested by the Frederick County Sheriff's Office. An ICE detainer was placed upon Hernandez Martinez. Once he satisfies his local criminal charges, he will be released into ICE custody. He is alleged to have solicited pornographic material from children as young as 12 years old. In other news, Carroll County Attorney General Haven Shoemaker spoke out against Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown's recent memo to law enforcement, advising them not to enforce civil immigration laws or assist federal agents who were doing the same. Attorney General Brown warned officers that they will be subject to, quote, civilian oversight and potential civil liability for not following his guidance, end quote. Carroll County Attorney General Shoemaker replied that Brown is more interested in punishing police officers rather than protecting public safety. He said, quote, Brown's guidance reads more like a veiled threat than friendly advice, end quote. Keep it tuned right here for late-breaking news, weather, and traffic on Cool Oldies, 1450 THU.
Good afternoon. This is Cooler Flores. The Maryland football team lost for the first time this season. The Terrapins surrendered a 20-point lead in a 24-20 loss to the Washington Huskies. Malik Washington threw for 219 yards with a touchdown and an interception and ran in a score in the setback. Maryland is now 4-1 on the year and will be hosting Nebraska this week. The Navy football team won their first game of the Commander-in-Chief Trophy Series. The midshipmen beat Air Force 34-31 on Saturday. Blake Horvath threw for 339 yards and 3 touchdowns and rushed for a team-high 130 yards and another score. Eli Heidenreich caught 8 passes for 243 yards and all 3 touchdowns.
Here's the Cool Oldies 1450 AM forecast. For tonight, mostly clear and chilly. Low 36. Saturday, sunshine after a frosty start. High 60. Saturday night, mostly cloudy. Low 38. Sunday, intervals of clouds and sun. High 59. Monday stays partly sunny near 56, with increasing clouds Tuesday and a showers becoming likely as we head through midweek. From the Cool Oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm Jackson Stevens.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after this important message. Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
I performed for our high school choir director, who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime is over. Both teams are out on the field from the locker room, stretching out as we speak. and we've got another 24 minutes of some great high school Friday Night Lights football, Coach.
Yep, got to be exciting. I'm going to try to track some out-of-town scores for us all. We didn't talk about a lot of these games, just the way they looked on paper. There would not be a lot of close matchups.
Yeah, there wasn't going to be any surprises in the last couple of weeks of the season. Not a lot. When you look at the overall schedule for Frederick County, not a lot of competitive matchups. Yep. But that helps with the playoff. As the playoff picture begins to unfold, we have a better idea of what we're looking at. Walkersville sitting pretty good in that new division, the 2A, 1A. But in that, just for those that don't know, the football gods went to a 6-division schedule and 9 games a couple of years ago. And so Walkersville has sat in the 2A for as long as I can remember. This year, they dropped down to the 2A, 1A, which is a smaller school division.
But that puts them on a collision course with Middletown, not only in the regular season, but in the regional playoffs. And their goal is to stay out of that bracket, because what will happen is when you get down to 2 teams in each of the 6 brackets, they reseed.
Yep.
So you have a state quarterfinal and a state semifinal. And another one we're really watching is the 1A for seedings for this Brunswick team and Catoctin. I can't find anything on the Williamsport-Boonesboro game.
And
Urbana,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Urbana leading Tuscarora 28-0 at the half. Not a surprise. Urbana's really coming around here late. Middletown 35-0 over Catoctin.
Not a surprise?
Not a surprise. Let's see.
Do we know if Poppenbarger's back?
Well, we don't know. Linganore 56-0 over Thomas Johnson. Not finding anything else at this time.
And not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but we're going to be traveling back to Walkersville next week, and they will face Middletown. So that'll be the last game of the regular season, early playoff look.
So Amarillo again, the little placement kick, bobbled by Brunswick and covered at their own 41-yard line. So great field position to start this all-important third quarter drive. They trail by 28 points, 35-7, and they need to get on the board if they any hope making this game competitive. Slot left formation, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff to Buffalo.
Into the second level. Still carrying the ball, dragging defenders. Tough to bring down all the way down to the 35-yard line. What a run.
Strong run, clean into the second level. Breaking tackles, dragging Colton Amaral for 5 yards. 1st and 10, Railroaders all the way down to the Walkersville line, 31-yard line.
That's kind of how you want to start it when you come out. Let's see if they can keep up the momentum here. With a fresh set of downs, everybody checking the wristbands.
Now Brunswick spreads them out with 3 receivers here to their near side. Empty backfield. Pressure on the quarterback.
Oh! He got hammered from behind and slow to get up.
Max Berth tracks him down.
Max Berth made the stop.
Gain of 2 on the play, actually. 2nd and 8, Rotors.
Come on, defense! Let's go, team! Let's go!
You just joined us. We're just into the third quarter here at Brunswick High School, where the Lions lead 35-7. Rotors have the ball.
There's that quick pop pass that we talked about in the first half. The average time they connected.
Flag came out.
Yeah, flag early.
That's going against Brunswick. Now he's
may not have.
Yeah, he's going to the far side of the field to talk to the side judge for some odd reason.
Well, I hope they hold the spot. Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Legal procedure.
Yes.
Illegal formation penalty against the Railroaders. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Not sure what that was all about.
Procedure penalty brings it back 5 yards from the original spot. Replay second down.
That was tough because that was a nice pop pass and he brought it in. That's basically a 12-yard turnaround.
Slot left, shotgun formation. Short motion to the left. Mitko up the middle. Powering his way.
Mitko, the ball carrier for the Railroaders.
They got a few back.
Brought down by number 28,
Nick Howard wrestles him to the ground.
Gain of 7 for Mitko.
Brings up 3rd and 6. And I'm sure Brunswick is in 4-down territory here at the Walkersville 27-yard line. They check the play. Check the
little
wristbands.
Confusion there.
That pop pass again. Knocked to the ground by Amaral, incomplete. Sets up 4th and 6. I'm a little surprised at that play call, Michael.
Me too.
They've been running the ball well. 3rd and 6, and they pass instead of getting themselves a much more manageable fourth
get half
down.
of it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get small chunks. Best way to eat an elephant is small bites.
Ran in the shotgun.
Straight drop, wants to pass.
Looking deep. Then we're going to have a defensive holding penalty.
Gary ball's incomplete. There is a flag down.
I think off the ball is going to be a penalty against Walkersville.
That'll give Brunswick fresh life.
Yep.
This is what I call a consensus head official. He goes and checks with all the referees before he makes the call, regardless of whether they were close. That's exactly the call.
Yep. Yeah, Walkersville defender got tangled up with Baffo, who was streaking down the field. The pass did go to the left side. The penalty was on the right side, but either way, it's a first down Brunswick.
And the ball is sitting on the 12-yard line.
17 to be exact.
Thank you. Oh, the big guy's got it. Okay. They should have blown the railroad whistle for that one.
So Riggleman at 322 pounds takes the handoff into the second level, into the secondary, and the whole Mason ambush at 5'10", 165 brings him down.
And the hole was as big as a freight train.
Yep, he doesn't get through there fast, but he's big and he's good, strong. So 2nd and 2 at the Walkersville 9-yard line. Riggleman again, this time he gets stacked up.
Riggleman again. He stood up.
All those interior defensive linemen were submarining on that. They sniffed that one out. Of course, when you've got 2nd and short, you can pretty much expect a run up the middle.
And it took a whole host of Lions.
They lost yardage.
Led by Thomas Kelly
for the line.
And Nathan Boydston there to
Third 3 Railroaders.
put up the wall. So 3rd and 3, Brunswick. Same formation, Bafo and Riggleman in the backfield with quarterback Wren. And this time it's Bafo into the end zone, 10-yard touchdown run.
All right, they needed that one.
Yep. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
So that defensive holding call turned out to be huge, didn't it?
Yep. Moved the chains, gave him new life, got him into the end zone.
Here comes the extra point attempt. Teed up at the 10-yard line. Snap is up, the set. The kick is a good one, and he splits the uprights. And Brunswick with a nice-looking drive there.
Yep.
Tacks another score on the board.
They found something in middle of the second quarter. They started that big drive, got themselves in the end zone, and then this one here on to start the third quarter, just good running the football, good blocking.
We'll be right back.
At Thermont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thermont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say,
All right, we're back with you live. The ball is teed up, and Brunswick's got the kickoff. There it is, the run-up and the kick.
Ball's going to be covered up by the Lions.
Contra with the little squib, covered by Walkersville's Brandon Cheney, sets Walkersville up at the 36-yard line. Walkersville's been a big play offense during the first half. See if they try to just pound it out and work the clock a little bit.
Well, they do have a running back who broke all the school records a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, indeed. And the first one is to Colton, and it's another big play.
Oh, he's gone.
A burst of speed into the second level.
Oh, one player to beat, and he gets through. You got a flag?
64-yard touchdown run, Colton Amaral.
No flags.
No flags. Wow. Great blocking, point of attack. I'm not sure he was touched the entire way to the goal line.
Colton had 6 touchdowns in that 385-yard game at TJ, that record setter. A Walkersville record. There's a snap. Oh, flags come out all over the place on that kick.
Brunswick into the neutral zone early. And
So
now
that
Walkersville sends in their offense to go for 2.
Half the distance to the goal puts them in position to go for the 2-point conversion now.
And they're missing somebody.
I can hear all the yell.
It's going to be half the distance to the goal. Looks like the Lions will go to 2.
Quarterback Owen Brooks brings the play in. Walkersville double tight wing formation. Back. Brooks under center. And quarterback sneak and the push. And the push second effort.
No save.
And he's in.
He's in. So the 2-point conversion stands. Walkersville jumps out to a 43-14 lead here at the 7:39 mark. We'll be right back.
community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price. Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of high school athletics.
All right, there's the run-up and the kickoff.
Let's go.
Again, a little pooch kick. Brunswick covers it. Looks like it got about the 47-yard line. Great field position.
Brown, who fielded the kick. Railroaders take over 1st and 10 at their own 47.
Personally, I think I'd rather have him kick like a line drive that rolls down the middle of the field than 20, 25 yards down the field.
I think you're right, but I think you're also working on your special teams. When you have a lead like this, you can be a little creative about working on things like that.
But they've done it the whole game, Michael. It's not like they're doing it with the lead. They did it from first kick to now last.
Yeah, you're right.
Handoff to the right side. 2-yard gain on the play. Max Burke, a little slow to get up. Looked like he got kicked in the shin. Limping around a little bit, but he's good to go.
Let's see how the Railroaders respond to that quick hit touchdown by Walkersville that answered their touchdown.
And
as a busted play.
Quarterback ran again, misses the handoff to Buffo. This time he had tried to scamper around the left side. Walkersville not having any of it.
Nothing there.
Loss of 1 on the play brings up 3rd and 9.
3rd long for the Railroaders.
Linganore 56-0 over Thomas Johnson. Urbana still 28-0 over Tuscarora.
So isn't that the same amount of points they put up last week against Middletown? Went into 56
to 42.
Yeah.
Yep. Middletown 48, Catoctin 0.
Not too shabby when you can average 56 points a game, huh?
They are a very talented football team, Linganore Lancers. Then we have a timeout.
Out on the field taken by the Railroaders.
So Brunswick calls a timeout. We'll step aside and be right back.
Country Kitchen. Home cooking in a down-home atmosphere. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everyone eats at Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located just off Route 15 on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Stop by today and check out their mouth-watering chicken and waffles or one of their signature sandwiches piled high with fabulous fixins. And don't forget their legendary roasted chicken. Thurmont Country Kitchen. Let owners Rob and Sherry cook you a meal you won't soon forget. Thurmont Country Kitchen. We put the K in country because that's our style.
All right, we're back here live at Brunswick High School. Good football game.
3rd and 9. Short motion, counteraction. Midco stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And Brunswick's forced to punt.
They ran a little inside twist there. Right into the run. Gap.
Railroaders will bring on the punt team.
Hunter back deep, standing on his own 33-yard line.
Cole Hoffman set to punt. Low line drive, angling towards the out of bounds and goes out.
good punt.
It's a 25-yard line.
Out of bounds. And around the line, 25-yard line. That's where
Colton Amaral
they go
came
for
into
first and
tonight's
10.
game with 1,020 yards rushing, closing in on 1,100 yards after that big run to get the third quarter going.
That's got to put him way up top in the Frederick County stats.
I think he's number two.
Right behind Matthews? Yeah.
Matthews, yes.
I mean, he can pull it if it's open. You just got to know that, running the ball.
Walkersville, two wide receivers left. Shotgun formation. Colton Amaral on the left side. And Colton again, this time defensive backs get to him.
Same play.
Yep. Riley Mitko on the tackle. 6 yards, 7 yards on the play.
When I say same play, I mean same play that they scored a touchdown on in their last possession. So,
yep. If it works, you keep running it till they stop it.
We're there. Second down, Lions.
nice stiff breeze coming in out of the west. Temperatures dropping down into right now it's in the 40s.
Oh. Holly, great.
He's a big rangy kid, isn't he?
Yeah, let's see what he's listed at. Bryce Holly, 5'10", 160, sophomore.
He plays bigger than he looks.
Brunswick only had one defender out there, the cornerback on the wide receiver. The linebackers and safeties.
Yeah, but they ran a little pick on that corner, and they hit it as he circled back in.
Yeah, because they have them outnumbered. And again, you see the same thing on the far side. If they pitch to that slot, they have running room to go. Amaral off the right side, weaving his way.
Oh, ball's out!
Drops the football, and I believe it's covered by Brunswick. Looks like
Brunswick's got it. Turnover, Amaral fumbles, trying to get extra yardage, fighting for that extra. Has the ball knocked out.
Zion Gary with the recovery.
Zion Gary. That sounds like a star of a Western movie, doesn't it?
He's a little young, ninth grader. So I'm going to say he's not.
No, but I like the name, Zion Gary. Sounds like a football player, doesn't it?
So Brunswick takes over in Walkersville territory. 3:56 to play here in the third quarter. Walkersville with a 43-14 lead.
No, they got Riggleman in.
Short motion, and they follow Riggleman through the hole.
The ball carrier for Brunswick.
Caden Boddicker.
Yeah, Riggleman really didn't put a hat on anybody on that one.
Messiah Martin and Justin Martin were there.
Getting in the way sometimes is good enough.
He was in the way all right.
Second and 9.
Almost looks like next to no gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Walkersville stays in that 5-man defensive front. Rolls the corner up tight. Missed the handoff again. And Wren might be back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what's up with that?
He got back to the line of scrimmage.
Max Berth in the backfield, wrestle him down.
It's just a timing issue between the quarterback and running backs, right?
Yeah. You just have to tell the running back, take a half a step back.
Give me a Mississippi 1.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he's not handling the shotgun snap cleanly, that he can't turn and hand off. Double wing formation. Heavy rush.
They sacked.
Julian Goodwill there for Walkersville for the sack. Brings up 4th and 14, and the punt team comes in again.
That really was a coverage sack. He had to step up in the pocket. He had nobody open, and he was waiting for his receivers to come uncovered. But then the rush got to him.
Yeah, Walkersville brings those two outside linebackers, defensive end, quickly. Steps up. Goodwill there for the sack. High punt. Working this way, but takes a bounce.
Punt is down by the Railroaders. Katie Boddicker down.
Walkersville takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
1:39 to go in the third quarter. The Lions lead it 43-14.
Yep. After 5 touchdowns in the second quarter, things are slowing down a bit. We only have 2 so far this quarter. That one for Walkersville, an explosive 64-yard run by Colton Amaral.
Indeed it was.
Quarterback read option. Owen Brooks pulls it. Weaves his way to the far sidelines. Puts on the Jets. Zion Gary there to bump him out of bounds after...
Got a flag back.
10, 20, 30, 40-yard run, and we have a flag right in the middle of the field. Actually, it's 30 yards down the field.
Let's see what the call is here.
So
holding? No.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back, yeah.
30 yards down the field. So the penalty is a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul. Walkersville 1st and 10, but it's back at their own 45 instead of on the Brunswick 35.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 45.
Yeah, I got it. I'll start putting I'll start saying R-rag.
1:29 to play in the third quarter. 1st and 10, Walkersville at their own 45. Amaral this time in the second level.
Amaral, the ball carrier for the Lions. He's stopped by number 57, Mason.
Gary and Mason Berry make the tackle after a 6-yard gain. Walkersville, I don't know if they made some blocking adjustments at halftime, but Colton's getting through that first level pretty clean here so far in the third quarter.
I noticed Riggleman came up a little gimpy there on the last play. He was limping to the line of scrimmage. They came right at him, so the coaches up top must have seen it.
There's that quick bubble screen. Ball's on the ground.
Incomplete. Yeah, Brooks threw that a little too quickly. He didn't get it in his hand, set it, and be able to get it out clean.
Sets up a third down.
About what did he say, 4?
Yeah. A good read option here for Owen Brooks. Either hand it to Colton or keep it. And
ball spotted here on the near hash mark. Brooks brings him out.
There's the read option. Berth across the middle. Oh,
what a... Did he catch that? No.
Yes. Yes, he did.
He did.
Moved the chains.
Wow.
And I think he hurt himself when he went high into the air.
Yeah.
Defender got underneath him. He landed on his back pretty hard. It is a Walkersville first down, and we have a timeout while they tend to Max.
We'll be right back.
Centers. Our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, The Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
All right, the injured player number 4 is up and trotting off the field now, so he's all right.
That was quite an effort for Max to get up and get that ball, bring it in, and then hard to the turf. First down, Walkersville, inside the Brunswick 40-yard line. Ooh!
Yeah, who was right?
Handoff to Amaral, and he's horse-colored.
Yeah.
Looks like no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Lions.
Referees talked it over a bit, but no Lennon comes out. That's the end of the third quarter. We'll change on the fields, and we'll be right back.
Brunswick 14.
Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
Number 4 handled the snapping duties for punters.
Long snapper?
Yeah.
I think so.
Because they're working out a long snapper on the sidelines down here after he came out, number 4 came out. Number 28 practicing his long snap here on the sidelines.
Handoff to Amaral, no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Lions.
3rd and 10.
Clock rolls, 11:25 to play. Walkersville breaks the huddle, 2 wideouts, 1 on each side. Colton beside the quarterback, little play action. Looking downfield and a little behind the tight end on the crossing pattern. Ball falls incomplete, sets up 4th and 10. And it looks like Walkersville's going to keep their offense on the field.
Got a final for Middletown. Middletown victorious over Catoctin 55-0.
I'm going to wager that starting quarterback Britt Poffenbarger was in the lineup. That's good to see.
Leonore 62-6 over TJ. Tacked another 6 on from the last time we talked about it.
Down the middle and underthrown. Turnover on downs to the Railroaders. And you know, the score I haven't seen that's probably the most competitive game in Frederick County tonight
is Urbana?
Oakdale Frederick.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Haven't seen that one.
11-0 at the half. I've got it.
That's a soccer game, isn't it?
It is boys varsity football today. It says 11-0 at the half.
Really?
Yeah. Just came up on my phone.
Yep. I thought that was a soccer game when I first saw this.
It sounds like a soccer score, but
you're exactly right.
A pretty good one. Actually, more like a baseball score, isn't it?
Buffo off the right side.
That's Burma Buffo, the ball carrier for the Railroad.
Well, the World Series starts tonight. But yeah, no, you're right. That's the high school football game. Oakdale 11-0 over Frederick.
So is it the Dodgers and the Yankees? Who's playing in the World Series?
My God.
I have no idea.
Somewhat embarrassing for somebody doing a sports broadcast and asked who's in the World Series. Dodgers and the Blue Jays have returned.
Blue Jays
have returned to the World Series. First time since '93.
Well, I got half of it right.
Yep. Buffo off the left side, weaving his way. Good effort. Sets up a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2 for the Railroaders.
Ian Barr made the stop for the Lions. 3rd and 2 for the Railroaders.
Max Berth is back in the Walkersville lineup. I see him out there in defense right now. Short motion for Brunswick. Well, fullback trap, ball's on the ground. Alertly scooped up by Walkersville. Ian Barr with the fumble recovery. 3rd turnover created by Walkersville tonight. 2 on defense, 1 by the specials team. So Walkersville takes over 1st and 10 at the Brunswick 44. Break the huddle, 2 wideouts, 1 on each side. Colton Amaral to the left, quarterback Owen Brooks. Fly pattern, Brooks takes off, down the near sidelines, and
yep. Late hit out of bounds on the quarterback. Now we're getting some chatter.
Good run by quarterback Owen Brooks.
Owen Brooks steps out, and then the Brunswick linebacker.
Another flag.
Well, that's got to be unsportsmanlike for the talk. Walkersville got everything they wanted out of that. A good run, a 15-yard personal foul, and then they couldn't walk away.
Yeah, that's a teachable moment right there. But I think you notice how Brooks was sort of lollygagging down the sidelines towards the end there of that run?
Yeah.
And then he stepped out. He was kind of, I think the defenders kind of felt like he might be trying to lull them into a sense of he's not really going at it.
Yeah, but once he goes out, you got to pull off.
Yep, you're right.
And then once they got the penalty, they should have just walked back to the huddle instead of engaging.
Let's see what the call is now. It's going to have multiple calls.
Well, what it should be is, at the end of the run, a personal foul on Brunswick, unsportsmanlike on Walkersville. That offsets. The ball will be marked.
Here's the official
where he
call.
Stepped out of bounds.
Personal foul against Brunswick.
Yep.
Late hit out of bounds.
And they just walked off the 15 yards each
personal
direction.
Foul. I'm sorry, unsportsmanlike conduct against Walkersville.
So the ball ends up where Brooks went out of bounds. Yeah. 1st and 10. It was a 15-yard walk-off against each team. He could have saved that ref some steps. And now we have a question from Coach Rhodes,
who was out on the field at the 40-yard line to talk to the head official. couple of the other
head referee,
striped shirt guys,
Thomas,
head over there,
explaining what the walk-off was.
Want to remind our listeners right now, where we've got a lull in the action, that we'll be at Walkersville next week for a big matchup. Middletown at Walkersville, 6:15 pregame, 6:30 kickoff.
Walkersville breaks the huddle, double tight, quarterback under center, ISO.
Oh!
Gambriel in the carry for Walkersville. He's stopped by number 88, Ben Guyton.
That was
Ben Guyton.
Yeah.
Second and 8.
Good submarine tackle.
Wipes him out. Yep. I would say the fullback missed his assignment on that play.
Yeah.
They run that ISO where the fullback leads through, and he is ISOing on a linebacker.
Got to clean that linebacker out.
Yep. Same play. This time, good surge at the line of scrimmage. Amarillo falls forward.
He's a darting little halfback, isn't he? He kind of darts around in that little jump cut.
Yep.
Plants and darts.
I had a brief conversation with his father before the game. He's getting some D3 looks.
Excellent.
He really likes running back position. Quarterback sneak.
Yep.
Brooks sees a little hole off to the right side. On 3rd and 4, he picks up 5 for another Walkersville first down. Moves the chains. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Railroaders.
Oh. Flags everywhere.
Flag on the play.
And then we got, 2 referees heard something.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's a young man walking off the field by his own accord.
Remember, these two teams battled it out last year.
Yeah.
Brunswick came up with a 1-point win in a very controversial game.
Well, the controversy was not on the field. The controversy was on the sidelines when Brunswick coach then was suspended and ultimately lost his job.
Correct.
Between the lines, it was a great football game. That's an unsportsmanlike penalty
against Brunswick,
and he's ejected.
An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against
So that was number 1.
Along with an ejection.
Who was not on the field last year because he's a freshman this year.
Yeah,
and Coach Rhodes out to ask about that too. And he's getting a solid explanation, I'm sure. But whatever he did drew the attention of 2 of the 5 referees on the field. Their flags came out almost instantaneously.
.8:12 to go in the game. Lions lead at 43-14. A score here will start the clock, a running clock.
Yeah, one of the questions while we have a couple of minutes I posed to Coach Thompson of Walkersville is, you get late into the season, do you adjust your practices at all? And he spent just a little bit of his time explaining how they reduce reps, less hitting, because the kids are starting to wear down as much as you want to keep them in shape and lift some weights to try to stay toned.
Well, especially with the kids that play both ways.
Yeah, and when you're a small school, that certainly comes into play. There's some of these gentlemen, we call their name on both sides of the ball quite consistently. So, yeah, if you're Brunswick, if you're Walkersville, if you're Middletown, those smaller schools that have players going both ways, you really save their legs and keep them so they're ready to play on Friday nights. It's more of technique and timing that they work on here late in the season.
So they march off the penalty half the distance to the goal line. Set the ball, it looks like the 7-yard line.
Yep. Let's call it first and goal. 9-yard line. You're right, 7-yard line, Michael. First and goal to 7. Walkersville comes out. 2 wide receivers. Owen Brooks in the shotgun. Owen already with 3 rushing touchdowns and a 2-point conversion and 2 passing touchdowns.
Waiting for the chains to get moved.
Well, if it's
yeah, you're right. It says second down there, though. It should be first and goal from the 7, but the chains haven't been dropped, and the one chain, the down marker is on 2.
So it's 2nd and 3 at the 9.
All right.
Brooks evades the rush. Deep into the end zone. Into a crowd. Ball's incomplete. Fortunate.
Be 3rd and 3 for the Lions.
3rd and 3, and they changed their offensive package. Walkersville brings in their tight ends.
Watch them go into the jumbo eye here.
So I'm not exactly sure of the rules as far as Frederick County and Amarillo. Up, and he's down into 1. The young man Zion in a critical game next week where Brunswick faces off against Catoctin.
He won't
his
be
eligibility.
No.
Because of his ejection from this game, suspension next week.
Yes.
And he's a big time player for Brunswick. First and goal at the 1 for Walkersville. Quarterback sneak.
I don't think
Brunswick
he got
over the line of scrimmage. Grabs a hold of Brooks before he got into the end zone. And they're marking it short of the end zone again.
Yeah, but he's got 4 downs here.
Yeah. Let's see if they just don't
at
do it
least
again.
3.
Coach Thompson just sent Owen back in, call the play, run it.
Yeah.
And the linebacker's getting ready to jump over the line of scrimmage again. This time he goes off to the right side, gets a little help, and he's in. Owen Brooks, the 1-yard quarterback sneak. His 4th of the evening.
Extra point unit out on the field. Number 14 will attempt the extra point kick. I believe he's 100% accurate tonight. Snap to set the kick is up. It's a beauty. And it's
good.
Walkersville jumps out to 50-14 lead.
And with that, the mercy rule comes into effect and the clock runs.
And we'll step aside and be right back for another kickoff.
Center of Life Chiropractic has moved. That's right. Dr. John and his team have moved out behind his old office to the new office on 103 Park Avenue in Thurmont. You can still park in the back lot and walk across Park Avenue to his office. Center of Life Chiropractic is open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. To check out their schedule, go to centeroflife.us. Once again, that's centeroflife.us.
All right, the kicker's getting a lot of work here today.
Actually, this is Ramsey this time. A little pooch kick.
Ooh! Oh, what a collision!
Kick is fielded by number 88, Ben Guyton.
Ben Guyton catches that one and gets separated from his helmet.
Two, Brandon Cheney.
That's one you want a fair catch if you're Brunswick. So 4:45 to play, the clock runs. If Brunswick is able to score and get within that 35-point margin, the clock will go back to official time keeping.
And the clock will only stop for injuries and timeouts. And if we sound happy about that, it's because it's starting to get a little chilly out here.
And it looks like some new personnel for Brunswick at quarterback. Number 14, Cole Hoffman, takes over.
Off the right side, gain of a yard on the play.
Bryce Holly on the stop for the Lions. Mental gain for the Railroaders. Second and 9.
Timeout, Brunswick.
It's their second timeout of the second half. One remaining. So it does look like a reserve unit in for the Railroaders. Coach Rhodes gets them organized, uses the timeout.
The Linganore game of final, 62-6. The final, Linganore over TJ. Oakdale 18-0 over Frederick.
That's just
in the third quarter.
Not a number you hear a whole lot.
It's not.
In a football game.
2 scores and a safety? 2 touchdowns and a safety? I'm guessing.
If you went for 2 both times, which Oakdale does not typically do. Quarterback scramble.
Oh, knockdown.
Hoffman's
know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Knocked down by number 21, Kai Sawa for Walkersville.
Kai into the game, gets his number called for the first time.
Third and 9, Brunswick. Clock continues to roll. We're almost at 3 minutes to play. And then we have a timeout in Brunswick before the play clock expires.
Timeout, Brunswick.
Y'all are killing me up there. Damn clock go. Turn the timeout, running clock.
Coach Rhodes is trying to get everybody on the same page in this reserve offensive unit.
Clock stopped at 2:45. Looks like the wind's calmed down a bit. The flag is hanging limp there at the north end of the field, but the little streamers on the goalposts are showing a bit of a breeze.
On this side.
Yeah. Here we go.
So Cole Hoffman brings the Rotor offense back to the field. Riggleman in the backfield by himself. Short motion, a little counter action.
Boy, they were ball tackling all the way on that Riggleman, weren't they?
77, Lane Riggleman.
Player, Walkersville player got run over. He's laying on the field like he was hit and run.
Like he was roadkill.
Hit and run had number 77 on its back.
Yeah. 4th and 4 for the Rotors.
To remind you of the old fridge thing from the Bears, right?
Yeah, they give the senior Riggleman a couple carries here tonight, and he'll get play action.
Pass.
Hopping downfield, caught, completion.
Pass is complete to number 88, Ben Guyton.
Ben Guyton on the crossing pattern from his tight end position. Clock should continue to run as we have a flag on the play.
Where's the flag? I don't see it. Oh, they're bringing it back.
All the way to the original line of scrimmage.
Here's the call. Holding offense. That's too bad. That was a nice play.
Yep. Sets up 4th and 15. Brunswick brings in the punt team. Walkersville keeps their defense on the field. No one back to return the punt. Now number 6 rolls back. Daniel Gilroy.
Clock under a minute and running. Good snap. Gets a kick away. Bounces out, up bounds on the far side of the field.
And that should about do it. 30 seconds and running. Ball's not marked ready for play yet. So that'll do her. Final score, Walkersville 50, Brunswick 14. Senior night for the Brunswick Railroaders. Coach Nick Rhodes 1-7, and they take on Catoctin next week in a big game, big Region 1A game.
And back on the road they go up to Catoctin next week. It will not be here. Those two teams used to seeing each other. The last game of every season had some really classic battles as a result.
Yeah, I think next week's Brunswick-Catoctin matchup could be another good one.
And I think next week Middletown-Walkersville could be a good one as well, and that's where we'll be.
Hoping both teams are fully loaded, all their athletes are healthy and on the field, and it could be a shootout.
Coach, any last-minute observations about this game? Walkersville comes out.
Walkersville, again, showing that big play capability, both in the running game and passing game. Brunswick, kind of slowed them down in the first quarter. Walkersville only one touchdown in the first quarter, then got their feet under them and exploded in the second quarter to open this up. But, there are some bright spots there for Brunswick to work on. They were just outmanned tonight by better athletes.
Yeah, and it is a first-year head coach coming into a new team, lost some key players, rebuilding program, putting in his new offense, bringing it over from Boonesboro, installing it here in Brunswick. Coach Nick, a Brunswick Middletown school history teacher, so the community is right behind him, and I think he's got him on the right track.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap. Congratulations, Walkersville victorious 50-14 here at Brunswick High School. We will see you next week over at Walkersville for a big 2A, 1A matchup between Frederick County rivals, cross-county rivals. On behalf of the entire crew, the 1450 team, Coach Rick Little. Great job, Rick. Missing Tyler. Tyler, I hope you're feeling better soon. He had to call in sick tonight here. Michael Betteridge, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget this game archived in its entirety and available to you. Share it with your friends. We'll see you next week.
Good night, all.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.